I hear you typing.
Yep. And now I'm testing the audio right now. See if it, or the video right now, see if it's working. The problem is, what I was doing is I was trying to fix the fucking authentication to this game because it's kind of a pain in the ass. Because EA has to fucking put DRM in their crap.
Ah.
I mean, this
Oh,
is.
I have an older version of Alice in Wonderland.
You're thinking about the first one, probably.
Yeah, I have that one.
So do I. Your point is?
Was no point.
I'm just saying that
great.
I'm just saying I have it too. That's all.
No, you said what's your point? Like little Mr. Smartass.
Sometimes it's better to be a smartass about it.
No.
I don't know, I'm just saying.
I don't see any reason for that.
Sometimes
I don't see any reason for that. You know, it's aggravating, it's annoying, there's really no reason for it.
That's these
all I did was mention something I thought worth mentioning.
Yeah. I gotta get used to this. I gotta get back into this game again because I haven't played it in months, let alone like probably a year.
Based on the graphics, it looks like the designers of the first one made it.
Good girl. What? What did you say?
I said based on the graphics and the gameplay, it looks like the designers of the original one designed this one too. I did like the original one. I need to go back and play it.
I need to remember the controls here because there's supposed to be like a lock-on thing here.
By the way, I'm trying several features on my Twitch account. When I'm not streaming, I set your channel up as to mirror on mine. I don't know if that'll work or not.
Probably will.
I probably should have asked you first, but I just wanted to check out the feature.
Yeah, this is loud. Give me a moment. I had to like adjust the audio on this because... Oh no, of course, it didn't save my audio settings. No wonder it's too loud.
Crazy.
Alright.
I'm checking now to see if yours is actually mirroring on my channel. No? Doesn't?
Probably is. I think it depends. I think it kind of depends. Hold on, let me see here. Just trying to remember the controls. Fuck, where's the lock-on? Is the lock-on not working, or do I have to set to something else? It's one of those where I basically gotta like adjust some of the settings because they're just bugged or whatever reason. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of bugs in Twitch. I mean, I can't get Nezo to, I can't get him his own streaming key. For some reason, it's not sending him the email. You know how you can put somebody's email in and set them up as a streamer?
Yeah.
Well, when I do that, he never gets the email, so I don't know what's going on.
Just leave it at G.
would you mind if I tried it with your email?
Not at the moment. I have this to deal with.
Oh,
Plus, I am trying to.
I didn't say right now.
I'm just saying.
I actually didn't say right now on purpose. You know, at your convenience. I was just asking if you wouldn't mind.
Seems a rather bit sluggish here. I should probably adjust the video too. Where's this motion blur? Okay, that's a lot smoother now. Gotta watch out for this ghost guy. I keep forgetting what the lock-on key is, because like I need it for this fight. Yeah, I need to find where it is per much.
That's it, good girl.
And there's like a button for it. Not right click. They get removed from my settings? Is that an issue? I think
Right now your video is frozen for me.
it's showing on the thing. Yeah, I'm just trying to fix things here.
I'll refresh the page. It's still frozen.
Yeah, but right now I'm trying to fix. Alright, focus is T apparently.
Huh, it's not frozen. It was definitely on my end.
Alright. Figured out what the button was, so I set it to my side buttons. Now I can actually probably fight this guy.
Oh, and
I
now
can't-
it is mirroring.
I can't deflect without it.
They decided to suddenly start mirroring on my channel.
Alright. I did not leave this game in a good start, like, initially. I'm just gonna have to, like, try to do a no damage one on this one guy.
That's it, good girl.
That's kind of cool.
Oh, I'm not supposed to have the teapot, but it gives me it anyway for no reason, even though my save file doesn't exactly... Like, it's not a new game plus, so there's no way I should there's no reason for me to have the teapot. Pretty much. But I do.
You know, a lot of times in OBS, I don't even use the game capture. I just use the window capture. That seems to work every time. I think they have some bugs in their game capture. So, I've always used window capture.
Game capture only functions as long as the, Well, let me sum this up for you. The way game capture works is basically it functions as long as you're viewing it. So if you're not viewing it, it's not going to do anything or show anything.
Well, see, I think that's a downfall of the game capture.
Well, that's why it's a specific capture that doesn't like. It's just so it doesn't use up like processing power when it's. I don't know, it's one of those cases where it's pretty much. Well, actually, I don't know why, to be honest.
But anyway, as I said, I've always used window capture instead of game capture. It just works every time.
Alright, give me a minute. Do something. That's not good. Or big noise from it.
That's funny at the beginning because that's it, good girl. Like she's a dog.
I'm gonna take this one kind of slow because I can't kill the ghost guy with these in the way. And at the same time, gotta, like, pretty much these, like, baby-headed, like, flying things are annoying. If I don't deal with them, they're just gonna hit me when I'm, like, comboing the guy. Right now I can fight him. Supposed to be a way to reflect those.
Reflect.
Well, I'm using the umbrella, the block, and it's a little tricky getting it to like pretty much reflect just right.
Okay, so it's a block that doesn't work every time.
It's you gotta sink it, but it's not easy to sink. That's how some of these attacks work. Of course, I can always just blow it up in his hand. The problem with like I shouldn't really have the teapot on, but like as like a weapon at the moment. But it's just it's just one of those glitches where I basically have an item like a weapon like one chapter too early because like the teapot is supposed to be in chapter 3 or something.
That's it, good girl.
Loading up something. Mainly just loading up the connection to the. I load up Twitch on my laptop. So.
Oh, that's funny. I just found out that
What?
the mirror on my channel of you playing is closer to real time than your channel.
Very funny. Right now I can actually play seriously.
So I'm better off watching Mirror on my channel to be more real time. Which is what I think I'll do. You don't mind me mirroring, do you?
No, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with hosting. There's nothing wrong with it.
I didn't say there was. I thought it would be.
It's not.
Polite.
It's not impolite to basically use it at all. I mean, it's more of a benefit than anything.
It could be, yeah. There is copyright policy, though, that always needs to be considered.
Yeah, but you're not saving the broadcast, so it's basically the copyrighted stuff would probably apply to the person that you're hosting to, not to you, really, because you're not the one that's doing the content.
Right, only if they would want to pursue copyright lawful action. But that's why I thought it would be polite to ask. That's all.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. They can't do anything about it if you're hosting it. It's because for one, it's just them. It's just a mirror. That's all it is.
Yeah, people have been charged with copyright infringement on, let's say, YouTube for posting someone else's content without commentary.
Yeah, but in YouTube, that's basically just literally just uploading it on your channel. In that case,
Right.
in this case, you're not saving anything while it's hosting.
Okay, so it won't save the video.
It goes because
I am displaying to the public.
Yeah, but they're forced. Yeah, but no one can make anything private on Twitch. So pretty much like, regardless, it's already public anyway. And it lets them. Even lets them like fucking go to the channel.
Well, see, that would have to be in their terms of service for it to be legal. So if it's in their terms of service, then it can be legal, and it would bypass the copyright infringement laws. But under standard law, it could easily be considered copyright infringement. I've had to study up on copyright laws in order to protect myself.
Yeah, but this type of thing is more or less a case of it's not you doing it, so it's basically not your problem. It's the person who's streaming's problem.
Yeah. Well, basically, if it's in their terms of service that you can do this, then you're agreeing to it when you sign up to broadcast.
I feel like it's just easier just to shoot this guy non-stop, like, because my pepper gun is actually like upgraded a lot. I think it has like almost all the upgrades to it. I think there's something like. Actually, let me check. What level is it? Yeah, it's maxed out already.
I'm an answered prayer.
Let's see, which one's his health? Is it on the right?
There's no health bar on the enemies.
No?
You just gotta hope you're killing them. My health bar is the red roses per much.
Okay. I still find it interesting. I'm watching your stream on my channel.
Mm-hmm.
As you always say, just saying.
What button did I have for thing? That's Q.
I gotta get this game.
You can't get it on Steam anymore, by the way.
Well, I don't use Steam anyway.
The only other place you can get it is in Origin, which is a DRM-infested fucking launcher.
Hurry along, Alice.
There's other ways, but I'll stop there.
Oh no, the DRM is literally injected into the game. You know, it's rather annoying.
There's always a way to...
I know, I'm just saying it's not gonna...
DRM.
Yeah, but it's not like a point-and-click thing is what I'm saying. You're more or less gonna have to put a little effort into it.
Well, I've removed DRM several times myself, but for good reason.
I'm just saying.
I mean, I don't want to have to... I don't want to say I'm breaking the law, because it's games that let's just say it's games that I own that I am tired of having to put the disc in to play it, so I removed the DRM.
That's understandable, actually. To be honest, the concept of using a disc is outdated anyway.
Right. Well, the thing is, I'm a retro gamer, so I removed the DRM from all my old games that I own. Plus, there are some credible hackers out there that will remove DRM for you.
Yeah, great. bunch of like goo worms attacking and like constantly respawning and crap.
I see that.
Gotta keep an eye on him though.
So you gotta face the guy again, but this time
It's a different.
leeches coming after you.
Yeah, everyone's got a bunch of leeches to deal with. It's literally easier for me to just deal with these guys via ranged weaponry.
I would say so. You may not have a powerful hit, but at least you can wear it down.
I mean, I'm using a fucking pepper grinder as a weapon here.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't have as much of an effect if you went up and pounded them, but you can at least
got
down
killed.
from distance.
Oh, keep in mind, this is on nightmare difficulty, so everything does like 3 times the damage.
Ouch. You
So-
like playing things on the hardest difficulty, don't you?
Usually. There's some cases where it's probably not a good idea for me to. I usually know better not to do it on those difficulties, and it's mainly because of the fact that, like, it's just blatantly retarded in terms of, like, level of unfairness for much to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've seen especially with glitchy games, I don't really up the difficulty much on those ones. I still up it, just not as much.
What are those golden teeth?
Yes, those are teeth.
Really? Wow.
That's the currency in the game.
That's really strange.
Never get like enough shots in to break those bombs. There we go.
Those leeches continue to respawn after you kill them?
Yeah.
Oh, so
So it's better for me to
down.
just kill them now, if I can.
Yeah, if they continue to respawn, it's probably best to leave them alone and just stay away.
I mean, they're the weakest enemy in the game. I can just outrun them. Now the problem is they get annoying because of the fact that I end up locking on them and stuff, and it's annoying.
Oh, you can't selectively lock.
No, I can. It just takes. It's a little tricky. I have to like, I have to refocus nonstop to get it like just on them. All right, he's gonna attack me now.
All those leeches try to jump on you. Let's see. Is
He's
there a way
dead.
to, just out of curiosity, if you can answer this, maybe you can, maybe you can't.
This much
But
trouble?
is there a way to see how many people are viewing your channel?
Only I can see that at the moment. But yeah, if you're
No, I'm
if
on
you're
my channel.
no, if you're on if you're in your like it usually shows how many people are viewing within the last like a certain amount of minutes.
Yeah, but I don't know where to find that.
There's normally like a dashboard.
Okay, so it'd
Yeah,
be
no.
on the dashboard. I'll open up my dashboard. That's all I was wondering is where you can see that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also trying to figure out what the concept of vodcast is. There it is. You need to follow me back, by the way. Just saying. I'm joking, though. You don't really need to follow me. It is a new channel, and I only have 2 followers. But I really haven't broadcast anything yet, so.
Many thanks, Alice. Be as good to yourself as you've been to us. Haul anchor and heave to, men. It's the wide and glorious main for us.
Compared to the first one, this one's kind of wonky. Like some things. I think there's like actually like a fucking like it's like one of those old glass bottles, but it's like a fucking fish or something. It's like in the game or something.
Now, why would you jump off the edge?
Oh, it was like that by default. Like it was going like because the teleporter of like in the game basically just
You mean
worked me while I was in midair and I was already moving, so pretty much it just did that. I mean, there's no penalties for falling to your death, really.
you just
It just respawns you at the next.
is over?
It'll just place you in the next point, like that you'd be like standing on, pretty much, or the last point we were standing on. In this case, it would be the center, the like one area.
Huh.
I need to get something that I left back there.
Yeah, I gotta get the.
Get There's always a few of these. I think it doesn't help that I have like little to no health for this. Like I should probably find some source of health or something in the game.
I have to go do something. I'll be back.
All right. Okay, that should be enough health.
Whoever destroys a soul destroys the world. There is much wisdom in that, Alice.
In case anyone is wondering why I'm starting this far ahead in the game for the Spooktober, is because I've already streamed like 3, like, I already streamed this like 3 times already. Beforehand. The thing was though, I never got to like streaming this some more pretty much. Like I never like like it kind of got, it was kind of on hiatus for like the longest time. So essentially, pretty much gonna like, that's why I decided like to play this during as like part of Spooktober pretty much, because like it's just something to do. Because I'm probably not gonna get back to this game anytime soon. So I might as well finish it during this month. These guys are always fucking annoying. Oh, it appears he fled. Alright, just adjusting my mic. Should be in a good spot now. But yeah, it looks like he fled. Isn't this just nasty?
There's no time to waste. There's no time at all.
Is this a battle one? Yep. Let me get rid of one of those. Fuck. Off by 0.3 seconds. Alright. Do this right now. Kinda got, like, I kinda broke the rust when it comes to, like, these types of hack and slash games.
No time to waste. There's no time at all.
I can't evade. Let's go up here ranged here, because this is like the best way to go for some of this shit. Or just fuck it, might as well just end it here. Some extreme bullshit. Yeah, I still need to work on my dodge. Oh, anyway, this most of this bullshittery that's occurring pretty much is mostly my fault. I need to, like, just get back into playing this.
There's no time to waste. There's no time at all.
Well, he's not even bothering to absorb the hits. Yeah, just to reflect these ones.
Alright, I'm back. Had to make me some
Alright.
decaf.
Right now I'm just dealing with a challenge room.
That's interesting. I like the atmosphere.
Yeah, the challenge rooms are also known as the Radula rooms, which basically have like a circumstantial thing. Like it could just be like, it could be like this, or actually I think this is the most common form of it, where it's like literally just a battle arena.
Okay. I still like the atmosphere. that sky, it's like, wow, that adds a lot to the atmosphere.
Mhm. Oh, that was a really good evasion.
You can bat their attack back at them. Interesting.
I can't. Not all attacks can be reflected though. I think teapot guys can't be reflected because their projectiles like a liquid or something. It's not like a solid like the fireballs from the three-headed ruin.
Okay.
Problem is, I got 4 teapot like constructs attacking me, and they ain't easy.
Wait a minute. I thought there was only one.
There's like 3 or 4 there.
There's 4, apparently. Wait a minute. Are they respawning?
Nope. There's just 4. And
I mean,
I died.
That one guy respawn?
No, it's these challenge rooms are multiple waves of enemies. The first wave was 2
okay.
teapots and a 3-headed ruin. Now it's a 3-headed ruin and 4 teapots.
I see.
The problem is the 4 teapots are like artillery cannons. If you leave them in the distance too long, they're just gonna fire at you non-stop. While the 3-headed one's a pain in the ass to deal with in melee, pretty much. It's a dangerous mix, basically.
Aha.
Okay. I don't want to trigger Hysteria just yet because Hysteria's either it works or it doesn't. Because the fact that like if I do it too early, I can easily like get killed pretty much afterwards.
I like that obvious message there. Kill or be killed.
Mhm.
Like, duh.
I'm kind of trying to use the teapot guys as meat shields against the 3-headed ruin because he's kind of annoying. So while I'm dealing with the teapots, the 3-headed ruin's being blocked by them pretty much. Alright, that should not have hit me. Ah, crap, I'm at. Gotta let it recharge. You really should be almost dead. I love how like the teapot constructs just block the 3-headed ruin from moving past them pretty much. I gotta be careful though, because the 3-headed ruin, if I shoot him too much, he absorbs it, and then I fucking get like hit with all my bullets pretty much. Like he just throws all my projectiles back at me pretty much. You know what I mean?
Well, that wouldn't be absorbing, would it?
Yeah, he absorbs it and then throws it out. Because it gets stuck in him, and he basically absorbs it and then throws it back. You know what I mean?
Oh. Okay.
It's not like an instantaneous reflex, basically. Okay, that's one teapot
Sometimes I
down.
want to have coffee in the middle of the day, but I don't want the caffeine. So I have decaf. If I drink regular coffee the way I normally do, any time after morning, it'll keep me up all night.
Mm-hmm. The problem with the pepper grinder is it doesn't do enough damage. Like, it's a very low damage weapon, but it's consistent. And pretty much a safe choice for much.
But can you improve it?
I already maxed it out. This is as good as it gets.
Okay. Okay, so you can improve your weapon.
Yeah, it just... The improvement for this isn't that heavy. Like it has a relatively light damage improvement.
I was just getting a concept of the game.
Actually, it's gonna reflect. There we go, he's dead. It's one down. And that's one more teapot guy down.
Hello, Fallen. Goodbye, Fallen.
Crap. A lot of pesky enemies in all directions.
Isn't that the way that these things are supposed to go?
Problem is, I need to do enough. I need to get rid of those other three teapots, but it's kind of annoying when they're all clustered together because, other than their eyeballs, they're pretty much indestructible.
Alrighty then.
So I gotta like hit them just right in the right positions, otherwise I mess up and do essentially just waste my time. Alright, there's only one teapot construct left and like one three-headed ruin.
Did I see those cups shooting things out at you?
Yeah, they shoot yeah, they basically fire like artillery.
Hotkey?
Yeah, something like that.
Hot tea. Wow.
They're basically just pure artillery, which makes them rather aggravating to deal with.
Oh, man, that one hit you.
Alright, just give me a second.
Time to waste. There's no time at all.
Yeah, that's the annoying part about this challenge room is pretty much I have to do the whole fucking thing in one try.
Oh yeah, I've played a lot of games like that.
Is that a premature hit? Yeah, that was a premature hit.
Video games can be funny like that. They can unintentionally cheat.
Yeah, it just takes... It'll take time. Plus, I'm really rusty with this game in particular because I haven't played it in like probably 8 months.
Really? I haven't played the first Alice that I own in probably 2 years.
Like, there's some things I still remember how to do. It's just I need to like get back into like the whole flow of it. You know what I mean?
That's a perfect example of the saying, the analogy that practice makes perfect.
Really? Okay. All the targets a little off there. The tricky thing is about the three-headed ruin is his fucking charge attack is pretty much homing. So if I get really close to him and he fucking charges at me, I basically won't be able to avoid it.
Like a homing missile like that.
Yeah, you probably just saw it like a couple seconds ago.
I just saw it.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
And now I have the stupid loading screen circle. At that point, I just refreshed the page. I need to set up OBS broadcast and then try my hand at a full-on test broadcast.
There we go, that one's dead.
And now it froze on me. Now I'm getting the loading screen again. What's going on? Your phone is buzzing, by the way.
Yeah, I know. 'Cause I'm in a group text chat. It's mainly for chemistry.
Ooh, chemistry. I want to get in on that.
It's mainly involving like a lab abstract involving hydrates.
Major? Okay.
Alright, he's down to one head.
While I am not a professional chemist, I do enjoy chemistry, and I have a chemistry lab to prove it.
Here comes the
I do
hard
things
part.
Like, I do things like produce my own concentrated nitric acid, things like that. And I have everything in my lab except for glycerin, which you can get in any option. I have everything in my lab to make nitroglycerin. But I'm not stupid enough to attempt it.
First, it's definitely dangerous to make.
It definitely is. Not definitely, probably, but it definitely is. There are several stages in the process to where the substance is extremely volatile. Anyway.
And could potentially kill the person in the process.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's not just the end product that's dangerous. It's several stages within making it or producing it that are dangerous. Because at several points during the process, you have volatile substances.
I am literally just using one of these teapot guys as a wall at this point by stunning him. Fucking artillery guys. If two get left behind, they start just shooting like crazy, and it's just it always gets me because they're always just out of sight, or the projectile's out of sight.
Well,
because unlike everything else,
that charge.
Yeah, I managed to avoid one, but the second one got me.
Oh, I didn't see the second one yet. Oh, wait a minute, I just saw you die. But I do find this pretty interesting. I'm watching your stream.
I love the art style of this game, to be honest. Like, it just fits so well.
I like the atmosphere of the game.
Well, the art style is a good portion of the atmosphere.
Yeah, I'm just saying the atmosphere of the game, whether it includes art or not, I don't really care. I'm just saying the atmosphere of the game
Crap.
makes the game interesting for me. See, I think I told you before, I don't care about storylines or anything like that. I just enjoy the gameplay itself. And when it comes to the atmosphere, that helps significantly. You're managing to avoid his charge attack.
Most of them, at least. There we go, he's dead.
Wow, he hit you hard that one time.
Oh yeah, he hits like a truck in nightmare mode. About like half my health, if anything. Which means I gotta be a hell lot more cautious. You know what? I need to have myself respawn.
What? He jumped off you.
Oh, I phased past him, basically. That's how I managed to avoid getting hit. Sometimes phasing past the enemy, it usually works. Doesn't work at every attempt, though.
Okay.
Some enemies are a little trickier for such things. Right now I'm just trying to avoid the three-headed roan because he's the biggest threat here.
Yeah, take care of the minor threats and focus on the big threat.
But right now the teapots are the real threat. Because they can be really sneaky. Only do so much damage to them though.
Yeah, I'm just thinking to myself that the teapots would be the minor annoyances, while the three-headed thing could be maybe.
Well, everything's a threat in high difficulty.
Yeah, I'm talking about level of threat. I mean the differences between the levels.
Time for my respawn over here. The cool thing is, since I don't really take damage or die from falling, I can abuse it in this case to basically teleport.
Oh, okay.
Because it warps, if I fall out of bounds, I warp to the middle.
Okay.
It has its benefits, essentially.
What, are there only 2 T-bots left?
No, for one's hidden. Really? These fights always take a while, though.
I see one hit. Yeah, I see the one that's
He was hiding behind the plates. He was ready to sneak up on me, but I was trying to finish him off, but my line of sight, the camera got a little wonky, and I got outside of line of sight. Like my line of sight got screwed up pretty much, so I wasn't able to detect the three-headed one charging at me.
Uh-huh. They don't regain health, do they?
They don't regenerate.
Okay.
I don't think any enemy in this game does at all.
It'd be nice if you could pick up that eyeball and regain your health.
Mm-hmm.
And that be the only way to regain health. That would still work in Nightmare.
I press back and dodge, and it's still it doesn't move me back. It doesn't do like a back step for some reason. Like when you dodge and hit like an arrow key, you're supposed to move to like that direction or something while dodging. Problem is, it doesn't always work right. I really need like, come on, this is completely optional. I'm basically just doing this, going out of my way to get extra health here.
Ouch. Looks like you're doing good this time around.
Mm-hmm.
Focusing on getting rid of those teapots.
I'm going extra aggressive this time. And I got hit. You know what? This is a tricky one though. I'm probably just not gonna do it. I'm too tired for it.
Yeah, that's understandable. This is one.
I gave it several
enjoy
tries.
watching.
It had its chance.
This is one of the few games you play that I'm actually really interested in watching.
Yeah, it's also one of my favorite games.
Every picture tells a story. Sometimes we don't like the ending. Sometimes we don't understand.
Bunch of gutted fish people.
As I said, the atmosphere is a reason I would play this game.
There's nothing over there. It's the show. Guess I'll show it.
You know, it's
See
sad
how there's a
that I
glass
can't
bottle
watch
floating
it.
fish? Which you'll see in a second. High quality fish.
Yeah, I see it now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
And
to the show.
an octopus with a humanoid face.
Yeah. This game is just
It's our show.
wonky.
That's what I like about it.
That's quite
It's
enough of that, I
it's
think.
really
Enough
dark and
preliminaries.
it's
Here's the performance.
It just has like weird characters in it, but at the same time it's like dark as shit.
Have a fine sense of humor.
yeah, like
So
that
now,
announcer had
yes,
nails
I
in his
invite
hand and
everyone to
everything.
dance.
Mhm.
Labourers, lawyers, shirt and gown all make their little prance. This life is full of random deaths and heaps of grief and shame. So few are soothed by accident, you want someone to blame. Fire, plague, and
That
strange
is a
disease. Drown,
strange
murder,
creature.
or if you please.
It's a walrus or something.
Stairs, none are expected.
I think it was meant to look like a walrus.
I often must work very hard, sweat running down my skin. After the dance, I then must rest, and the eating can begin. Time to
See,
eat.
there's
Death
gore,
is the
there's
ultimate
blood,
compromise.
but there's nothing
All
truly
hands
sexual about it that I've seen so far. That's one
Well,
of
that's
the
not
reasons
his.
I like
That's
it.
not like his art style at all. Like,
So to speak.
Wicked thing.
Well, I don't like games that have sexuality in them.
no, it's more or less a case of like the whole story does have a little bit of like a dark turn to it, but like in terms of like the whole the whole main antagonist is basically like the therapist or something, pretty much.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the sexuality part.
Yeah,
there
it doesn't show any.
in this game.
It doesn't show any, but it hints it.
That would be one of the reasons I would play the game, because of the lack of focus on sexuality.
Yeah, it still has its part in it. It's just not it's not the main attraction like it usually is in some like fan servicey games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In this case, it's more just a little miscellaneous piece.
It's like bile.
I like
Where's
the
blood that
whole
hit me, Nanny?
dark
Nasty
and
brats
winky,
out cold.
our
balls
winky
of pee.
atmosphere.
What do you want?
What they all want. Money
It's
to the
interesting.
man.
It makes the game
Who you
fun to play.
thinking Button into that mess. You could have been killed.
Nanny, my mind's in pieces. I still have terrible visions and I need to know.
About the fire. Same as always. You need to move on, Alice. So do I. Well, at least she's not spewing that asylum nonsense. My past is dead. I killed them. I should have saved them. I should have died.
And for being a
But I
small
was
girl
in
like that, she
shambles.
sure is tough.
Radcliffe thought familiar faces would bring her round. After a year, he lost interest in her inheritance. Greedy sod.
Still always asking his
You know,
business.
you know the whole like ability that she has, right? In the whole storyline.
Policy in this life, when she wasn't
After like,
Well,
especially
I
after
know
the
whole
second one.
story.
pinwheels drew
I know the whole
and
storyline of
squeezed.
Alice.
Even up to the the third part.
And like the child she was, she kept her secrets close.
Say what?
The first two parts are game related, and the third part is a little short video.
Oh, okay.
Now, basically from what I noticed, it's more or less she's able to like delve into people's subconsciouses or something.
The blameless ants that wasps consume.
But she's not like immune or something, so basically she can still get harmed by them. You know what I mean? And so, the only reason she's able to do it is because of the fact that she basically like it's because of what happened like in the second one, pretty much. You know what I mean?
A woman alone sometimes does what she
Seems to
doesn't
me like
feel
it's
doing.
a guessing
As
game.
you know.
One of
Nesbit
two
has set
things
it
are
falling on
happening.
hard times.
Either
I'm
she's
not
imagining the whole
I'm
thing,
hurting no one.
or
I
she's
can
able
not a bad
to
life, except for the
generate her
pimps.
own
She
world
also said
that
to
she
let
can
my rabbit. Please,
that she
Mum,
can
talk about
interact with.
the damn
Fun
fire.
fact,
Never seen it. Look, Alice, I can't give you what I don't have. Radcliffe wrote
the whole actual storyline is
Thank you too.
like she's still like walking around in real world and stuff. Like it's like the whole logic of it, but like
Radcliffe's useless.
it's kind of like mixed now after the second one, pretty much. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like after the Madness Returns,
I'm
like
not
arc of
speaking
the whole thing.
From game's perspective, I'm speaking from the original storyline of Alice.
Yeah, the original storyline,
you
but this
know,
is a
they leave you guessing.
yeah.
Obviously, it's up to you to decide whether she's actually generating this world that she interacts with, or that it's all in her imagination.
Yeah, in this case, it's more or less it starts in her imagination. Eventually, she's able to like layer it into as if it was a whole other plane of existence. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Generate her own world.
But but the thing is, though, it's like
her consciousness to another world.
But the thing is, in the whole storyline is she's able to like branch into other people's like subconsciouses very much. You know what I mean? As of like the end of the second one, pretty much.
Yeah. But if she's imagining things, then she's placing those people in her imagination as she sees them.
But yeah, like it's that way initially, and then it basically becomes a whole ability on its own. You know what I mean?
Ah, you're back. I suppose you better come up.
Yeah. I still
It
haven't
ends up
made that
developing an
determination
ability.
yet. That's just me though.
Like in like the American McGee's version, I think it it develops like some sort of it might as well be considered psionic actually. You know what I mean?
That I don't understand.
No, because the reason why is because it's it lets her access other people's. She gains the ability to access other people's subconscious and stuff in order to like help them, which she actually does in like the Overlands thing very much. You know what I mean?
Okay. I still, after playing the first one, I still never came to that conclusion that this is her reality.
It kind of it's
actually,
50-50.
I didn't come to any conclusion actually. As far as I'm concerned, it's still a guessing game as to whether she just imagined.
It's a guessing game up until the end of the second one, very much.
Forgotten your manners?
Until
And what else, I
she's
wonder?
either
You abandoned it at Rutledge Asylum, mind you.
generating the
We've been
world,
over this
or
before.
she's able to transfer her consciousness to another plane of
Oozing
existence,
attitude,
or
transitory flummery,
it's all in her imagination.
ridiculous pretext. She's here
That's
about the
what I got
fire
out of
again.
playing the first one,
All the mad
and
child wants to talk
reading the
about.
story
My
and
report
watching the
found
movie.
her family dead by misadventure. She won't accept it. It goes on and on about her killing
The
memories.
actual book
And her
is really
need to know the
interesting.
truth.
You
The alleged truth is
Yeah, I
cannot
get it.
make a
the fire began in
determination.
the library
Yeah.
when the cat knocked over a
But
lamp.
I'm talking about like
Blazed
I'm talking about the American McGee's version of it, which is basically
and unlocked her door
an aftermath of it.
in her bed.
You know what I mean?
The guilty cat always sets her
It's the whole gimmick,
Yeah.
like the whole gimmick of it's like logic. In other words,
Agreed. From the outset,
Well,
I was
they,
struck candid by a maniac.
If they're just continuing the story, then it can go
And I once
whichever
remarked that
direction
I
they want it
thought
to
she
go.
might have had a larger role
in this case, it's more or less a
in some sort of psychotic episode.
In this case, it's more or less it just leads to her getting dominance over her own sanity or something, and also eventually getting abilities from it. From the fact
You're
that, like,
basically talking about American
McGee's version.
Left of
Yeah.
my brain will explode. Is it mad to pray for better hallucinations? Perhaps I'm fated to expire right here.
I mean, it's an interesting take. I think it was like, yeah, you probably have to play the whole, like, if you played the first one and the second one and basically reviewed the video a bit, I think you would probably get what I mean.
I never played the second one. I only played the first one.
And you'd probably never seen the Overlands video, I guess, either, or at least seen some of the text of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I never saw that.
It's actually quite interesting.
Which one is this? The third one?
2.
Oh, this is 2.
Yeah. This is simply before.
As I said, I need to get this game.
The second one is basically like if you anything, it's like her getting a moment of closure pretty much at one point, because of the fact that, like,
This bloody ruin. It's corrupting.
I guess because she finds out because she finally remembers what actually happened. Yeah, man. In other words, finding out who actually caused the fire pretty much. And here's the fucked up part. How much do you know of the second one at all?
Nothing.
Alright. Well, fun fact. It started, like, basically after she gets out of the asylum or something, you end up seeing, like, a therapist for, like, a certain amount of time. Now, here's a fun fact.
Okay.
The therapist is the cause of it. You know why?
Pause.
No, because there's a reason. There's a reason for this. Because he's the one that lit her house on fire, and here's another fucked up thing. He also raped her, like, yeah, he also raped Alice's, like, sister or something in like the storyline.
Oh lord. See, I'm not too.
And he was trying to get her to forget it to hide the evidence, essentially.
See, that's why I don't like storylines, because they take away the fun.
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Just.
I mean, that's really dark, and that stuff happens.
That's a next level. Like, that's like some. That's dark with, like, some line of, like, corruption mixed into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but as I said, that storyline can happen and does happen in real life, so I don't want to think about that when I'm playing the game.
Come on, stop trying to absorb bullets. Okay.
I noticed something fills up in the upper right-hand corner when you shoot them.
Oh yeah, that's how much. It basically tells how much I can fire, pretty much. When it goes full, it pretty much means I can't shoot anymore. It jams, essentially. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it makes them invincible, or it makes.
No, it just makes my gun not work for a period of time.
Oh, so that's an indicator just for your gun. I got you.
Yeah, it's like a form of a ammunition ammo capacity, but at the same time, it's basically just a gun jamming on me.
I'd hoped you were more courageous.
You know what I mean?
Sounds to me like it's just a simple overheat problem.
Well, it's not that type of weapon. In this case, it's jamming because it's like a mechanical weapon. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because this ain't powered or anything. This gun's purely mechanical.
Well, it's like they took the concept of overheating weapons.
Yeah. I get what you mean. Definitely fits that category. I guess the term would be overload. If you're wanting to give it like a real term.
I don't understand how that fits.
Well,
Like,
it would fit both of those basically.
Overheat.
Overload basically just means you're putting too much. You put too much on it, and it just doesn't want to work anymore. whenever it's heat or just mechanical force or something, so it just starts jamming or breaking. You know what I mean? Or just not functioning entirely.
Well, I'm trying to apply it
That
to
vaporous ledge
real
only
physics.
appears as flimsy and insubstantial
So
as
an
your
overheat
confidence.
problem
It will
would
hold you
cause
past
them
that.
to jam. I do like applying things to real physics sometimes. Just,
That's fine.
you know, even though it's fantasy, and I enjoy the fantasy aspect, every once in a while it's like, I understand how that's working because it applies in real physics.
Pesky fucking floor hazards. A hobby horse is definitely the best weapon in the game, in my opinion. It's basically an armor-piercing melee weapon, pretty much. The problem is it's slower and it probably has less it probably has less attack rate than the dagger does, so it's most likely just going to do less damage overall. No, it probably does just as much as the Vorpal Blade, just with slower attacks, heavier attacks, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only problem is this because it's a slower attack. It means they're going to be stun locked less by it, so you're not really going to have to like. So you're going to have to like evade more.
Made out of solid steel for it to have that effect. Solid steel, oversized hobby horse. Yeah.
This thing has glowing eyes. Your point is?
As a weapon. I think I'll get one of those for self-defense. Oh, what do you think?
Maybe. The teapot is really good.
I need to get you on my Discord server. I mean, just for the sake of, you know, anytime, not that you would, but anytime you may want to contact.
Right, there's the Colossus.
Contribute to the activity that my server is lacking. Remember, my server is a private club, so.
Face it.
And I don't know if you'd be able to abide by the rules and regulations, but you can look at the rules and regulations and decide for yourself. I wouldn't hold it against you if you decided you didn't want to be on.
Okay, I got grabbed in mid-dodge. That's not good. Because normally when you're dodging, you're supposed to be intangible in this game. Which means most attacks probably won't hit you if you're dodging.
Well, I think that would be the concept of dodging.
No, not really, because normal dodge would basically be you get hit even like if you're moving, you're basically gonna get hit still. You know what I mean?
That monster is freaky. I like that.
Oh, the Ruin Colossus, the big one.
Yeah, which it has baby faces and babies.
It has eight. It has like 6 or 8 heads, by the way.
Yeah, it's freaky. I like that. It's like you don't even want to get close to that.
Yep. It's also throwing head bombs at me.
So it has more heads. It has infinite heads.
It's a creature with 1,000 heads. There you go.
It's like pulling the heads out of its body or something.
That's what it does. Okay, it grabbed me. Problem is, on this difficulty, if I get grabbed, I basically lose more than half my health. So I pretty much have to be extra cautious with it.
Oh boy.
It's
Kinda
like
that other creature that, if he,
the three-headed one.
yeah, if he...
Oh no, he's just a brute. That's all he is. He's nothing compared to some of the other bullshit enemies in this game.
Well, I'm talking about his one attack where it takes away half your health.
You mean his charge? Oh yeah, his charge is a hell of a...
that's it.
Yeah, but his charge is really predictable. In this case, the grab is kind of hit or miss with its hitbox.
Oh, now you're talking about design.
Yeah, in this case, it's more of a design problem with this one. It tends to have a little bit of a... It has a little bit of a large hitbox for attacks. Like, a little too large. It's not too bad, but it's still kind of a noticeable problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. Too bad you can't reflect those heads.
Damn it. Alright, I managed to glitch. I managed to glitch myself and avoid a grab.
That was interesting. He actually grabbed you and threw you and did damage.
Yeah, and I'm just phasing through him now. I managed to find his, apparently his hitbox is a little bit too close to the front.
Okay.
And I'm kind of making use of that. Of course, when he hits the flamethrower stage, I kind of can't use it anymore. Yeah, but apparently that's what's wrong with his hitbox. His hitbox is pushed a little bit too close to the front, pretty much. So it's kind of like it makes it easier for him to hit anything from the front, but not in the back.
Yep, I'm gonna have to get this game. Matter of fact, I might try to get it out.
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna upgrade one of my weapons, possibly. Nope, can't upgrade them just yet. So there's 11 snouts, 19 memories, 4 Verdula rooms in this one.
My browser is so slow because of the streaming on Twitch.
Okay. I had more than half my health there, and he killed me with one grab. Good to know. Isn't that... So, you know, it's always good to know that you can lose all your health in one grab. Yep, one grab is all it takes, apparently. I'll be right back, 1 minute.
Alright.
I am back. Oh, that's so annoying. He would not be doing enough damage. There we go. I managed to activate Hysteria. Killed it. Sort of.
Well, unfortunately, the game's not available on GOG.com.
That's because it's EA exclusive, because EA's an asshole.
Bummer.
Yeah, EA is really greedy with their games.
Oh, EA has been known to do some shady practices too.
They're also known as the they're also known as the number one company to kill other companies.
If you, like for instance, I have Black and White 2, and I made a backup disc of it. Actually, it's not a disc. I created made an ISO and put it on a flash drive to install it that way. Come to find out, there's code in there that if it detects that you're not installing from the original disk, it will set up a connection to EA servers and to let them know you installed from a different media, and then they will report that to your ISP, your internet service provider. So they are crappy when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah, that's a pretty shady practice.
They're also known as the main company that ruins other companies. Even if they're like just like doing, because they would buy them out and then strip them apart pretty much.
Look what's become of my beautiful valley.
All things change in the fullness of time.
They're basically a company that literally butchers other companies.
Once I discovered that shady activity, I went into the code and disabled it, so I don't have that problem anymore.
Not a very
EA
interesting
is
thing.
Normally known. EA is normally known for sports games.
Because they can easily milk it. Also, I'm just enjoying a very interesting glitch I found recently while fighting that boss.
Yeah.
Which is this. Probably doesn't protect me though. But hey, it's funny as hell to look at.
I'm reloading the page. Let's hope I can see it.
I'll do it again if you want. I mean, it's pretty easy to replicate.
Now the page is loading. There's so much Java crap on Twitch. It just makes people's systems run extremely slow. Because Java crap is executed client-side, not server-side. I'm seeing an Amazon Prime video. From your channel. Now I see your game. They had to throw that advertisement in there.
There you go. Well, anyway, I'm going to show the glitch now.
Okay.
Saw it?
Not yet.
Well, I did it for like a good 5 or 10 seconds. I do believe that should have been enough.
I didn't see the glitch.
You saw it?
What were you doing?
I caused an animation glitch. You see, when I use the hobby horse and the vorpal blade at the same time, it causes a weird spin animation that involves both weapons.
Oh, like that multicolored slash trail?
That's the vorpal blade.
Okay.
It basically, like, it caused like a weird glitch, pretty much. I don't think it actually. I don't think it benefits me much, but hey, it's better than nothing.
Oh, I'm just trying to find the glitch. I'm just not seeing it.
You notice how a character is spinning erratically?
Well, it's like you're swiping at nothing continuously.
Yeah, I'm just trying. Like, I'm just. It's basically the animations are getting all super buggy, pretty much. What I was trying to say.
Oh, it's her spinning?
Yeah, it's the spinning that's buggy. Because you're not supposed to be able to do that.
Oh, okay.
And yet I found a way.
Why do you keep going small and big?
Oh, it's because she has like the shrinking potion or something. And basically lets her, when she's smaller, she can basically see like invisible things pretty much. Like etchings in the wall and stuff.
Well, they're promoting smoking, but what is that? What happens?
Hookahs are part of the entire series, like Alice in Wonderland series itself. It's just one of those things.
That used to, well, the whole Wonderland thing, the hookah was limited to the caterpillar.
Still in there though.
Yeah, but I don't think I ever saw her smoke it.
No, he doesn't.
She does. She just did.
No, I'm not talking about the American McGee version. American McGee version is completely different with it about it.
Oh yeah.
He uses it as a game feature.
The original. I thought you were talking about the current game that you're playing. Now I'm getting a screen loading thing. Jeez, I wish they would take a lot of the Java crap out. You know, a lot of the Java crap that they're using could easily be performed with PHP, but that would put a higher load on their servers, so they don't want that. It would take the load off of their client server. It make their it produce more load on their server. That's the single thing that I hate the most about JavaScript. Is it's all executed client side, therefore the clients have to bear the load. since it's a crafty design, designed language anyway, it makes that load even worse. Now I do know somebody that was able to design a framework that reduces the load of JavaScript significantly. So anytime I do web design and I have to use some Java crap, I use his framework. But overall, JavaScript was meant to be used with a teaspoon, not a bucket.
Mm-hmm. Well, fell off the map. I think there's no penalties for that.
I counted 19 seconds until I seen you fall off the map.
Yeah, you're behind by quite a bit.
Yeah, I realize that.
I'm gonna check stuff in here. Just gonna check performance and stuff.
Well, it also might have something to do with it coming to my channel. I noticed that when I first started viewing both yours and mine was closer to real time than yours. But I think it's lagged quite a bit since then.
Perhaps. I'm just checking something right now. I'm seeing processing and all that stuff. Making sure everything's on par, or at least at a fair assumption level. Alright, something got a break here, I think. He's a tad bit choppy in some points.
I need to contact Twitch, and I can't figure out how. They're hiding they're hiding whatever it is that allows me to contact them. I've looked everywhere I could think of to find it, and I couldn't find it.
Go somewhere else to find that location.
As I said, I uploaded a video that I want to stream. Well, it's basically play it in real time. And it's under vodcast. I'm still trying to figure out what that vodcast is. I have to look at their help files for their documentation. There's so many features and extensions and add-ons that I'm having a hard time.
What do you expect is all I can say. Just one of those kind of things.
Well, they designed it all in JavaScript too, which makes it bad. I mean, if they would stop being so greedy and stingy and allow their own servers to take on some of the load by not using too much JavaScript, I mean, that would be better for the clients. Even though I think it'd be pointless if I ever get the chance to, I think I might mention that to them. You know, please redesign some of these things because as a client, my computer is taking on a lot of load just by using the website. And of course, I'm pretty sure it'd go ignored.
Hmm. That's about right.
Even though I'd be very polite about it and ask whatnot. Because we all know screaming and yelling and getting angry with people or being sarcastic or whatever is not a good way to coax them into compliance.
The sight, the stink, the sinister sound. What imagined Alice?
Hmm. Ah, pesky Colossus. Alright, I need to, like, make some priorities here, because this is kind of a moderately dangerous, like, setting. Because there's, 3 or 4 of those flying guys, a bunch of, like, minor enemies, and, like, and the Colossus, pretty much.
Yep. Ouch. Do you know if the status of who's watching at the moment? Is it updated real time, or do you have to refresh the page?
Will it tell if someone's actively doing something?
No, see, just the stats on your dashboard show how many people are watching.
Oh, it updates every minute.
So it does update in, well, almost real time, every 60 seconds. And you don't have to refresh the page?
No, it does it automatically. Or else it should.
Okay. I like how you got them behind there.
Yep. It's making you some weak spots. Since he's too big, I might as well like trap him in a little small crevice area. Of course, the Colossus drops a lot of teeth and health, pretty much.
It's not only about you, Alice. Look at the destruction around you. Consider its cause. Then come join me.
Alright, so I gotta do some kind of long distance invisible bridge thing.
I'm definitely lagging way behind right now. There's a lot of latency going on because it pauses and reloads the video every so often. So that's adding to the latency.
Yep. By the way, the teapot is really strong in this game. Like, if you... Like, once you get it, you can basically just mortar everything to death, because the splash damage from it is really effective.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Tip me over and pour me out. I know, don't quit my day job. As if I had a job.
Well, that's it for the first half of the third chapter, pretty much.
Familiar with the saying that smoking stunts your growth.
I
Adults
definitely
assault
want to
children
link
with that
my
idea.
website to my Twitch
Usually
channel.
while they've got a pipe stuck in their mouths.
I won't ask you to inhale. Let the smoke.
It'd be nice to have it displayed as a link, as an overlay on the video. Wonder if I could
Actually, I'm gonna stop it right here.
Yeah,
I'm getting tired. I've been playing for 2 hours. Also, I'm kind of tired and I need to work on other things. So that'll be it for today.